Howdy, friend. Sam Houston here, hoping you're living in high cotton. And if you're lucky enough to be in Texas, I know you're most of the way there. Now enjoy your daily dose of Texas history and Texas pride.
Well, howdy, friend. Welcome back to this Texas History Roundup for July 27th. So in 1838, the earliest surviving issue of the Galveston Commercial Intelligencer was published on this day. The first Galveston newspaper, it was published as a weekly at $5 per year from midsummer 1838 until late 1839 or early 1840. Let's see. In 1861, after 2 days of fighting, the Battle of Mesilla ended when Lieutenant Colonel John R. Baylor and his Confederate troops from Fort Bliss forced the surrender of Union troops under Major Isaac Lind in the Organ Mountains of southern New Mexico. Only a few casualties were incurred on the Union side and none on the Confederate. On August 1st, Baylor proclaimed Arizona Territory to be part of the Confederate States of America and named himself governor. He remained there until the spring of 1862 when General Henry H. Sibley arrived with 3 more regiments of Texas troops. In 1925, on or about this day, the earliest major outbreak in Texas of hoof and mouth disease erupted. It was first reported in a herd of W.S. Jacobs's cattle in Harris County, but quickly spread to open-range dairy cattle and reached the Honey Grove area near the Red River before it was brought under control. Over 23,000 cattle had to be slaughtered. An outbreak had been detected the year before, also in a herd of Jacobs cattle, and the slaughtering of 2,000 of his animals had temporarily contained the disease. A more expensive hoof-and-mouth epidemic occurred in 1947 when the infection was traced to Mexican cattle. We talked about another infestation coming up, the screwworm, in a previous podcast you might want to go look up. Hopefully that didn't get too far. In 1937, after the disastrous London School explosion 4 months earlier, the Texas legislature gave the Railroad Commission the authority to adopt rules pertaining to the odorization of natural gas or liquefied petroleum gases. On this day, the commission adopted Gas Utilities Docket 122, which initiated the enforcement of odorization requirements for natural gas within the state. Later, in 1937, such requirements became the law across the United States, which has since prevented an untold number of deaths in the country. In 1940, Lonnie E. Smith of Houston was denied a ballot to vote in a Democratic primary because he was black. A U.S. District Court in 1942 ruled against him, but on April 3, 1944, the U.S. Supreme Court reversed the lower court's decision by a vote of 8-1 in Smith v. Allwright. This was a landmark ruling which granted all eligible Texans the right to vote in primary elections. And in 1958, famous aviator and organizer of the Flying Tigers, Charlie L. Chenault, died in New Orleans and was buried at Arlington National Cemetery. Chenault was born in Commerce in 1893. And lastly, on this day, July 27th, I will add, in 1948, my father, James E. Byrne Jr., was born. May he rest in peace. I miss you, Dad. And that's it. That's it for July 27th. I miss you and love you, Dad. Happy birthday. And I will leave you guys with this one. Stay tuned for more coming up. We got some more good topics to discuss. Summer's almost, well, it's not almost over, but my God, we're almost to August. It's nuts. So hang in there. We'll get through this heat together. All right. Well, I really appreciate you listening. And remember, support your local feed store. And we will talk to you on the next one. All right. Thanks. Take care.
Well, there you have it. If you like our podcast, check us out at feedbandit.com. There you'll find awesome Texas First outdoors gear and apparel. Your purchase helps support the Bandits and keeps this podcast on the air, fighting for you and for Texas. Remember, preserve the tradition, protect the legacy. Until next time.